What is going down, YouTube? You are back with the Prez Friday, wrapping up the week of training. I trained Monday. You guys saw the full body routine in the garage. That's when we were doing the deadlifts, the incline pressing, the front lever pulls and everything, things like that, little hybrid routine. Wednesday I came out here. Wednesday my goal was to try to hit some weighted muscle ups to start with 20 pounds. New weight. I had just closed out the 15 pounds for 3 sets of 3 last week. So the goal was to try to get just 3 to 5 sets of 1 with 20 pounds on Wednesday. I did 5 attempts. Out of the 5 sets, I was only able to get 1 total set of 1. I just kept failing and failing and failing. I was going to put up all the clips, which you're going to see in today's video, the failing clips. But then it was super hot out here on Wednesday also. The phone ended up overheating, so I decided, you know what, I said, F it, I'm not even going to film the routine today. I'm just going to train and go through the struggles, whatever it is today, train in the heat, train when I was failing. And then hopefully Friday I'm more recovered, more rested, and I can hit some PR. So we're going to attempt the 20-pound weighted muscle-ups again today. I'm going to try to hit a minimum of 3 sets of 1. If they're going good, I'm going to aim for 5 sets of 1. I'm going to do a few warm-up sets, which you're not going to see, but I'll see you with the first working sets of 20 pounds. Let's go. All right, so these first few clips, this is the attempts of the muscle-ups from Wednesday. So you're going to see all the attempts that I went for to hit these 20 pounds that were not working out for me. Fuck. All right. Second attempt at this 20 pounds, I actually switched the way the weights were set up. I had a 5, a 10, and a 5, which I think was just making the squeeze between my legs awkward. So now I got the 10 and the 2 5s on one side. I feel like I got a better grip on this between the legs here. Let's go, just 1 rep. All right, we're gonna catch that one. Give me a 2-minute break up there. I got that. All right, guys, 20 pounds. Let's get this up. There we go. Told you I'm gonna get it. Let's go, guys. Second set. Come on. All right, come on. Second set. We gotta get this. Come on. All right, let's get it. Set 1, 20 pounds. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Second set. There we go, guys. Much better than the attempts on Wednesday. Like I said, Wednesday I tried about 5 attempts. I got 1 out of the 5. I just wasn't getting the elbows over. Yesterday was a nice rest day. Even though it actually wasn't a rest day, I was very active yesterday. I had over 20,000 steps. I played pickleball for close to 3 hours, trained a lot of clients, but I had some good night's sleep these last few nights, so body's feeling recovered. And that's the grind, guys. Remember, you're not always going to be hitting PRs and making progress every workout. You have to fail. Just like when I talk about learning a handstand or a skill, right? If you're trying to learn a handstand freestanding, you're never going to master it until you actually fall and your body learns how not to fall and how to bail just in case you are going to fall, right? Same thing. You have to touch a weight, fail on it. Your nervous system gets better and more adapted to it. And then the next time you go after a few fails, eventually you're going to get it, guys. 1 more. Let's get it, guys. Set 3. Let's fucking go, guys. Much better, much smoother than the way I was feeling on Wednesday. And like I said, guys, rest is important, recovery is important. I'm still on that 3-day full body routine. So, and again, Wednesday's routine, I tried filming it, right? Nothing was going right. So, I was gonna put up all the fails anyways, but mid-session, the phone ended up overheating anyway. So I said, it was a sign, let's just train Wednesday, even though it was a tough workout. It was hot out here, the phone was overheating. I was missing all the muscle ups. But again, like I keep saying, that's the grind, right? You have to learn to embrace the struggle, because progress is not going to happen from session to session. If you always made progress, if you're always able to PR in weight and in exercises, everybody would be able to lift thousands of pounds, right? Because we'd have an infinite amount of progress, but that's never going to happen. We're always going to meet a match. There's always going to be a limit of how strong we could get and how hard you have to work at a certain movement or a certain weight until you can break through those plateaus. So like I said, I wanted to get at least 3 sets in. We caught all 3. They're going good. So I'm going to go for the 5 total sets today. And again, remember, touching on volume. 2-3 weeks ago when I started with the weighted muscle ups, 10 pounds, I was doing sets of 3, right? 3 sets of 3 with 10 pounds. That was a total amount of working reps, 9 total working reps, 3 sets of 3, accumulating 90 total pounds of overall volume lifted throughout the whole 3 sets. Then next week, when we up the volume, when we up the intensity, not the volume, we up the load from 10 pounds to 15 pounds, and I matched the volume. So instead of doing 3 sets of 3 with 15, I only had to do 3 sets of 2 to match that total volume of 90 pounds lifted for the 3 sets. With the 10 pounds, it took me 9 total reps. With the 15 pounds, it only took me 6 total reps. Then the following week, I was able to progress past the 15 pounds for 3 sets of 2, and I broke the volume by doing 15 pounds for 3 sets of 3. That's when we took the volume from 90, and it ran up to 135 pounds, right? So it was 45 pounds lifted each set for 3 total sets. That was an increase in volume from 90 to 135. So we hit 90 pounds and 9 reps. 90 pounds and 6 total reps, and then we went to 135 pounds and another 9 reps. Now we're at the new load, 20 pounds. 3 sets of 1, I already surpassed the 90 pound volume, right? So 5 sets of 1 is going to surpass that 90 pounds in just 5 total reps, right? 5 sets of 1 at 20 pounds, that's 100 total pounds lifted across 5 working reps. Beating the volume with the 30 pounds for the 10 pounds for 3 sets of 3, beating the volume with 15 pounds for 3 sets of 2. Next progression after I close these 5 sets out, hopefully today, would be 20 pounds for 3 sets of 2. And then I'm going to be getting 40, 80, 120 total pounds of volume in just 6 reps. And then when I go for the 3 sets of 3, we're going to be past that 135 pounds of total volume, and that's progressive overload, guys, in a nutshell. Let's go. Let's get it, guys. 4th set. Oh, come on. I fucking had. All right, guys. 2nd attempt on this 4th set right here. Let's go. Nope. All right, that's it. 3 sets is it. Done with the muscle ups today. All right, so muscle ups, we ended up only catching 3 successful sets of that. I tried hitting that 4th set 2 times. I kept failing on it, so I'm not going to try for the 5th time. I don't want to aggravate the elbow or anything. But we're just going to do 1 body weight set now, just for a little bit added volume. I'll go for about 5 to 8 reps here. Then we got more of the routine to go. Full body work again today, guys. Let's get it. Just an easy set of 6. We'll be moving on to weighted dips next. Last week on the weighted dips, we hit 105 pounds for 3 sets of 5. So today the goal is to get 2 top sets at 105 for 6 to 8, and then maybe do a drop set, or I might just cap it at 2 sets. I keep reiterating this point, you don't need excessive volume when you're low calorie, and you can see, guys, I'm getting leaner and leaner by the week right now, guys. So the energy reserves are going to be less and less, especially as you start losing more and more body fat. There's going to be less available energy for recovery and to push you through these hard sets. So I may even do just 1 top set with the 105 if I hit the 8. So we'll see how that goes. I'll do a few warm-up sets before the main set. All right, guys, weighted dips, warm-up sets are done. 105 pounds strapped on. Like I said, last week we hit 3 sets of 5 with the 105. Today I'm going for 6 to 8 reps, 1 to 2 top sets, then a drop-off set afterwards. Let's go. Six, a tough 6 right there. RIR 9, RPE just about a 9 also. And I'll reiterate that, RIR, reps in reserve. 1 rep in reserve there when it's an RIR 1 or 0 for that matter. 0 would be going to failure. RPE 9 means rate of perceived exertion. 9 out of 10 scale, so 9 and a 1 RIR are pretty much equivalent there, guys. So I'll do 1 more set of 6 and then a drop-off set. Let's go. All right, Pops is here, hitting his weighted dips. Last week you hit 18 pounds for 3 sets of 5. Small jumps today, just 20 pounds. His first set, 3 to 5 reps right here. Let's go. Good depth. Money. 1. 2, you got 5 in you. Let's go. 3, a little lower. Trust yourself. 4. There you go. Let him be tough. Push. Good money. Who else you know at 74 hitting weighted dips like that? Find me somebody, tag them, let me know. All right, guys, second set, 105. Let's catch this 6 again. Perfect execution right there. That one closer to RIR 0. If I would have went for another rep, I probably would have just ended up going through the eccentric and collapsing through it. So RPE 10 on that one, guys. I was contemplating going for the third set at 105, but it's not necessary. Like I said last week, 3 sets of 5, 15 total reps. In 3 sets, I just caught 12 in 2 sets. So we're on par to beat volume. And remember, just adding that extra rep, it's more intensity overall and more volume lifted each set right there. So we'll do a back off set and fall in that 10 to 12 rep range with a little bit lighter load. Just get some more blood to the muscles, keep a little bit less stress on the joints with the heavy loads. And then again, full body work today, guys. Let's go. All right, guys, third set. I dropped the weight down to 55 pounds. So that's 50-pound drop. That's just about a 50% reduction in intensity right here, guys. So I was hitting 6s with the 105, 50% reduction. If math and everything works good, I should be able to get a nice 12 reps here. When the 12th rep might be a struggle. And notice, guys, I'm not dropping and pushing, I'm not jerking, I'm trying to control the eccentric even with the 105 and locking out every single rep to keep that tension on the chest and really master the locked out position. Same thing here, guys, and this is just going to build more time under tension, pump more blood to the chest right here. Let's get it. And like I said, 12, perfect execution again. 12th rep was hard, just how it should be. Not extreme failure, but very, very close to it. And inducing more and more fatigue like that, continuously going to failure, especially if I would have stayed with the 105. Again, it's going to require a lot more recoverability in between sessions. It will require a lot more nutrients for your body to feel better after the session. And I keep reiterating this point again, guys. Lower calorie, lower energy state. You try to make as much strength progress and gains as possible, but if you're not making progress in terms of weight going up or reps lifted, you just want to try to maintain as much as you can as the cut gets deeper and deeper, guys. So 3 sets of dips done. Now Monday, we hit deadlifts and horizontal work. We did the front lever pulls for our back. Wednesday session, which you didn't see, I had on the weighted vest and I was supersetting, nice and controlled, 3-bar pull-ups, slow negatives and pushes, right? So today's main chest work was the weighted dips. Now for my pull work, again, I'm going to go back to a horizontal row when we're doing them weighted next, guys. Because we already hit the weighted muscle ups, which is a vertical pull. I hit vertical pull for volume on Wednesday. So now we're going to go back to horizontal, not front lever rows, which is natural, regular weighted body weight rows with the 30-pound vest on. Let's get it. All right, dip work is done. I said I was going to go right into horizontal weighted rowing, but I decided let me just do one big set of vertical pulling weighted here. We're going to be doing a triple drop set right into it. So I'm going to start with 50 pounds. I'm going to try to hit a nice 8 to 10 with nice control. Then I'm going to immediately drop a 25, go into 25, and then go into body weight. So I'm just going to try to accumulate as many reps I can right here as a drop set fashion, starting with 50 pounds. right, 9. I could have went for 10, but again, avoiding extreme failure because I'm going to keep dropping right here. So I'm going to go right into a 25-pound set. And then when we're done with this, that's when we're going to get into the horizontal rowing. Nice and controlled, really controlling that eccentric. Whew. That was it with the 25. Remember, the first set is going to induce a lot of fatigue, and the fact that we're not resting and go right into it, the muscles are going to be fried. This body weight's going to feel like the 25. The 25 felt like the 50. So we catch 9, 3, and 4. So 16 reps. Fine with that. Now we'll get into the horizontal rowing. A little bit higher rep, faster tempo on the next movement. This way we can accumulate more volume. Lats are super fatigued from that set right there, guys. Let's go. All right, guys. Getting into the horizontal pulling. 3 bar, 30-pound vest on, feet elevated. $15 on the first set, short breaks here, and if I try to hit that 15, it's just going to keep getting harder and harder. So as long as I hit a minimum of 10 for the next 2 sets, I'll be happy. Let's go, second set, 90-second breaks only here. Only 12 that set. One more, like I said, minimum 10. All right, guys, third set, 90 seconds again. Lats and hold back are feeling it. All right, 12 again, guys, and remember this point that I always tell you when you're trying to do like a row or anything like that when you're pulling, right? To eliminate the forearms and the biceps working so hard, try to think about just using your elbows and your back to bring your body up, right? We're pulling back with the elbows, imagining that the back is doing the work. And I'm trying to keep as little grip as possible where my fingertips are just, even though I'm gripping it and my thumbs are under, I'm trying to keep it as loose as possible so I'm not squeezing too hard so my forearms and the fingertips and the hands don't get too fatigued and don't start doing most of the work, right? You want to keep the load on the back, right? So when I'm hanging there and I'm fully locked out, when I'm pulling, I'm thinking about taking the upper back and drawing the elbows back to get all the engagement of the back muscles and letting the grip strength do as little as possible there, guys. Full body, like I said, we got to hit legs next. Let's get it. All right, guys, moving on to legs. Like I said, full body routine. I still got the 30-pound vest on. Now, last week, I was hitting walking lunges with the 2 45-pound dumbbells for 2 sets of 12 reps each leg. That pretty much closed it out. I could go for 3 sets of 12. I hit legs Wednesday, I hit legs Monday. So I'm staying with the 2 sets of walking lunges when I'm doing my lunges, right? So I'm going to up the intensity now. So I got the 30-pound vest on, And now I got two 35-pound dumbbells. Dumbbells dropped by 10 pounds in each hand, but we added the 30-pound vest, right? So our total load is increasing by 10 pounds. So 245s last week was 90-pound walking lunges, 30 plus 70, 100-pound walking lunges, and we'll start this today. 2 sets of 10, next week 2 sets of 12, and then we'll up the load again, guys. So first set, let's go. All right, we're going back. That was 7 and 7. Let's go. So 20 total steps, 10 reps each leg, 2-minute break, 1 more round. Guys, second set. Fourteen, let's go. 7 and 7 again, let's go. We're gonna keep going. We'll go 12 and 12 this one. Oh, all right. 24 steps, 12 reps each leg. Tip for lower body, guys, walking lunges. Anybody that have do them, myself included, it lights the entire legs up. Quads, glutes, hamstrings. The only thing that really doesn't get that much stimulus is calf work, but yesterday on my off day, I was out here jumping rope. I hit calves on Monday's routine, which I don't think I filmed, but I hit them after the belt squats. And I don't ever skip calves, guys. I try to get the work in at least twice a week. Third leg routine of the week, Mondays, was belt squats, heavy PR. I think we hit 315 for 12. And then Wednesday's work was sprints and 50 box jumps with the 30-pound vest. Amazing for power and force development for the legs. And then today, walking lunges. Typically Sunday would be a full leg day in the gym. I've been skipping that for the last few weeks, ever since I jumped on this 3-day-a-week routine. So I doubt that I'll train legs on Sunday, but I go every Sunday for the sauna. I hit the sauna again during the week also. And I'm gonna finish off with a little bit more upper body work. Just some handstand holds and some shoulder work to finish off. Let's get it. All right, you saw my pops hitting dips. After that, he hit body weight rows also. Now he's finishing off with some shoulder work. He's not doing any legs. He's doing lateral raises, high rep sets here, 15 a clip with just 5s. Control it, nice shoulder work. And guys, I want you to let me know in the comment section, what do you think of my dad's physique for being 74? Well, he'll be 74 next week, right? His birthday is July 4th. So 74 years old, hitting weighted dips, trains with me 2 to 3 times a week. So let me know, you think he's too skinny, you think he has a good stature, you think he's muscular? Let us know in the comment section. And this is his last exercise of the day, lateral raises. He started with heavy farmer's walks. He did 40 pounds, 70 pounds, and then 90-pound farmer's walks. Then he hit the dips, rows, finished off with lateral raises. Let me know in the comments what you think, guys. Ooh, ooh, shoulders, everything's fatigued right now, guys. I'm gonna try to get a few more attempts of just these holds right now. No press up work today. We hit the press ups on Wednesday. I'll throw some clips in on the video also today, guys. I'll do one more set of those, then I'm gonna end with some shoulder isolation work. All right, guys, I'm gonna finish off with lateral raises now also. Did another set of handstand holds. I got the 18-pound kettlebells, always a little bit tougher with the kettlebells because the weight drags below the hands here. I'm going to accumulate 30 total reps. I'm just going to film this first clip here for you guys, and then I'm just going to finish it off. All right, 11, 12 would have been too hard, too close to failure, but I'm gonna finish those 19 more reps there to get the total of 30. That's a wrap for the full body day, guys. 3 days a week, full body right now. More than enough volume spread. You're still hitting, you hit every muscle group. When you're training full body, if you miss a workout, it's less of a big deal because you know you hit every muscle group on the first workout. Then as I say, if I miss Wednesday's routine, I just trained Monday and Friday, I'm still getting the frequency of training every muscle group 2 times a week, and pretty much everything's coming pretty close to failure, every routine right here, guys. So you're getting enough muscle building stimulus and enough stimulus to maintain strength if you're not really building muscle or getting stronger. Because again, remember, when you're in energy deficit and you're cutting, strength gains are going to be far and few in between. So I'll finish off these 19, wrap for the routine, guys, wrap for the week. You already know, you have a question or comment, leave in the comment section. I'll always get back to you guys. Like the video, share with your friends and your family. If you're not subscribed yet, you already know, guys, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
They all love to talk, you know they do that shit the most. Think you on my level, boy, but you ain't even close.